So I don't know how many of you know, but I had lost my home last summer and then spent a really long time trying to find a place to live here and gave up and left in April. Went to the Big Island to maybe start a life there. Even though I didn't want to live there, I still wanted to live here. And then I actually died and left my body. And when I came back in my body, I was in a body that was really, really sick for 3 months, and it looked like I was still going to die. And I didn't! So I'm so grateful to be back on this island. I still don't have a home long-term yet, but I'm in a gorgeous house sit right now. And it ends next week if anyone knows of the place. But I also just want to acknowledge how grateful I am for feeling life in my body again. It is incredible to feel half dead, like literally feel half dead in yourself, and all of a sudden to feel this kind of life in my body again. I didn't actually know that I would ever feel this again in my body. And I get to be back with this gorgeous choir. And we have a very unusual and special night for you because all of these songs were birthed through this island, through this vessel. So, you're going to receive a whole bank of music that is from this land and these waters. My belief is that if I lived somewhere else, I would have different songs coming to me. Because it is actually the land and the waters where I live that is giving me these songs. And the trees and all the beings, all the unseen beings. So this bank of music is really from Kapa, this island, also known as Hawai. And you're going to hear one song tonight that sings her ancient name that I just spoke. And the words to that song are the only words that didn't come through me. They came through a woman who lives on this island named Manapunohu. Some of you might know her. And she sang with us many, many years ago. And while she was singing with us, she came to me with a poem. And she said, "Daniel, I've always wanted this poem to go to music, and I think you're the one." So you'll hear that song partway through the concert, and those words are from a woman born and raised on the island, fluent Hawaiian speaker, which I don't pretend to be. And it's a really incredible poem that we've brought into our choir and into music form. So this very first song is called Sacred Earth, and it is an invocation for the entire world. So as we sing this, I invite you to literally envision this going around the entire world, this invocation. All people in all lands hold the earth as sacred and holy. What would the world look like if all people in all lands held the earth as sacred and holy? Can you see it? So that's where we're going. And also, you know, if you feel moved, join in and sing along. A lot of these things loop and repeat.
We hold the earth as sacred, everything seen and unseen. We honor the earth as holy, with every breath of our being.
way back for that one, like 10 years ago, when that one came through. This next one is fairly recent, and we're coming directly onto this land now where we are. It's called I Breathe with This Land. So we've just gone around the whole world. Now we're coming here where we're standing. I breathe with this land. Try those words.
I breathe with this land.
I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here.
I breathe with the ancient ones who walk here.
I sing with this land.
I sing with this land.
I sing with the ancient ones who walk here.
I sing with the ancient ones who walk here.
That's the whole first part. And then the second part is just I breathe, I sing here. This is where we are breathing and singing, right in this. This next song is called Waters of Life. And it is an honoring of the waters that bless us in so many ways. How many people took water in their body today? How many people laid down in water today? So, waters of life, you cleanse and purify. Waters of life, you heal our souls. Waters of life, you bless and nourish us. Come, make us whole. That's the whole song. Aren't they beautiful? There are a lot of people that have come to this choir that it's new for them to sing in harmonies. For some of them, it's even new to them to sing. A lot of people have been shamed in life and told, oh, you shouldn't sing, you don't have a good voice. And this has been a healing place for people who have had that story. And they get to come learn a new story. I can sing. Ooh, I can sing in harmony. Ooh, I can sing with other people and they don't plug their ears. It's a beautiful new story, don't you think?
Yeah.
So here comes this power song, the poem that Anapunaho brought to me. And she wrote it for her daughter who had passed. And she wrote it as an analogy of her daughter's life. So it speaks of this island being birthed out of the ocean. Can you imagine when this island was not here? It was underneath the ocean. And then it came up like, that's the very first line. Here comes the island out of the ocean being birthed. And then the very next line is she sings her name to the world for the very first time. Can you imagine? Like this island was not here. And then when she comes up, she sings her name, and this is one of the ancient names of Kauai. And it's Kamavaialualanimoku. Oh.
Kamavaialualanimoku.
Isn't that gorgeous? One of her ancient names, if you've never heard it before. It means moving towards the heavens. Where she comes moving towards the heavens. And then we declare that this is holy ground. Emolele, when you hear that word, emolele, declaring that this is holy ground. And then we start this incredible process that happened mostly from birds, where all of a sudden there's the first sprout. The very first sprout in the lava. And then it leaves, and then it grows, and then it gets even bigger, and the whole island turns green. And then the whole island has all of this incredible growth, and there's this fragrance wafting down from the mountains that no one has ever had on this earth before. It's called mokihana. Some of you have maybe heard of mokihana. It literally is only on this island. We're very lucky. In the entire world, it's a fragrance you will not smell anywhere unless it's been bottled and shipped somewhere. So mokihana grows up in the mountains, the kuahivi. So when we get to the end of the poem, you will hear this onna, onna, which is this fragrance. Onna, onna is like this sweet fragrance coming from the mountains, from Kuahivi, the mountains of the Mokihana. So you'll hear all those words, and it can bring you where we're going in this chant. Uahana, the verb. Good.
Kamavaialualanimoku.
when this song happened, Anna was singing with us in the choir, and she came up to me after one of the choir nights, and she said what I told you earlier. She brought this poem, and she said, Daniel, I've always wanted to have this poem put to music, and I think you're the one. And I asked her, because I am not fluent in the Hawaiian language, I asked her if she would chant it to me. You know how the Hawaiians do just on one note? Like, like that. So she said, well, I'll do that, but it's going to get really loud. I went, bring it on. And so the two of us went back in this little alcove, and I just stood there like this, and she literally chanted the whole thing into my belly. It was just like in my belly. And I got in the car to drive home, and this entire song came on the drive home. I didn't even make it home because it was in my belly. And it just needed, the music just needed to come out. So this entire song appeared because of it being chanted into my belly. Oh, blessed be. Okay, so here comes a song called Stone to Bone. And this came from a fascinating moment where I was laying on the earth, one of my favorite spots to meditate up at Lepuli, and there's this huge, beautiful stone right at my crown. And there's another huge, beautiful stone at my feet. And all of a sudden, I'm laying between these two stones, and I'm like touching them, yeah? Head and foot. And all of a sudden, I felt like there was this energy that was coming from the headstone, going through my bones into the footstone, and coming back through my bones to the headstone. And I was like, whoa, what's happening? And it was this amazing, amazing feeling. It was just a feeling. And this whole song came. So that's where we're going. Come lay down and put your head on a stone.
Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones through the stones. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones through the stones. Strengthen my bones through the stones. Strengthen my bones through the stones. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Stone and bones, rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Rejuvenate my bones, rejuvenate my bones to the stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone. Stone to bone to stone to bone to stone.
So now that we've laid down and been strengthened by the stones, This song came when I was with a friend of mine, and her daughter was going through a very difficult period. And my friend and I sing together, and she said to me, I'd really like us to sing something. I'll record it in my phone that I can send to her. And we were talking about what song would she want, and there wasn't anything really coming up in the moment. And then my friend said, you know, before we do this, I need to go to the bathroom. She got up and left, and this entire song came when she walked away for her daughter. So how many of you, right now in your life, are facing something difficult? How many of you know someone who's facing something difficult? How many of you know someone who could use some grace? So hear the words of this song. May you find strength to face what stands before you. Try that.
May you find strength to face what stands before you.
May you find courage to see you through.
May you find courage to see you through.
May you find grace even in the pain.
May you find grace even in the pain.
Lifting, carrying you.
Lifting, carrying you.
Lifting, carrying you.
Lifting, carrying you.
That's where we're going. So if you want this song to be sung to you right now in this moment, to lift you and carry you, or I invite you to energetically send it out if you know someone who really needs to feel some grace and some strength and some courage right now. Let this song go where it needs to be.
May you find strength
Oh, the songs. Thank you, songs. So I invite you all now to come into the wilderness with me. We're going to the cliffs of Lepa'uli, and we're going to watch the full moon rise. It's one of those places where the full moon comes right out of the ocean. Spectacular. And so it's dusk, you can still see, and you look down over the cliff, and there's whales playing right in front of you. Do you see the whales? So they're right there playing. And you're sitting in the trees, and all of a sudden, you can feel the trees breathing. What does that feel like? Feel the trees breathing. And then, all of a sudden, you're watching the whales, and all of a sudden you can hear the whales singing. You can feel the whales singing. Like, feel that in your body. Whoa! And then, before the moon even rises out of the ocean, you can feel her beaming peace. She hasn't even come up yet. But you can feel her beaming peace, and she's about to like come up and beam that peace where you're sitting. So here we are on this gorgeous cliff. And that was the three-part song that initially came. And then, as I was going back to that spot and singing that song over and over and over again, the earth underneath me was like, hey, what about me? Don't I get a verse? So then the fourth verse came, which is, I feel the earth living in me, breathing love, so wild and free. So now we get a fourth verse from the earth. This is called I Feel.
I feel the trees moving with the breeze, breathing life.
moment right now. This song comes from that moment that we all have in our lives where we're maybe kind of in a hurry and we're moving along, and all of a sudden we see something that slows us down that we love. Do you know that moment I'm talking about? You're like walking along and all of a sudden there's this gorgeous rainbow and you just have to stop and be in love with the rainbow. And this song is called Let Your Love Slow You Down. To savor, to breathe deeply. And I would like to put out an invitation. Does anyone have a moment, maybe even from today, where all of a sudden they just slowed down to savor something? Anyone want to share a moment? Want to share one?
Right
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Tonight, this. Right now.
This right now. Okay, slow you down to savor this moment. Any moments from other people?
Yeah, Mahina this morning.
Oh, sorry, what?
Mahina this morning.
The moon this
We're
morning.
at Levi for the first.
Oh, with the elders. Ooh la la. So Mahina was in the sky while the elders were doing prayers this morning. There's a Wisdom Weavers elders on the island right now. For those of you who don't know, that mana is like, whoa.
The other day when we had a really big rainstorm, I was in the traffic going from Kapa, and then, whoa, it stopped and the huge rainbow came out. But it was like bumper to bumper, like what is going on? And then the rainbow was huge.
They just needed to slow you down to see the rainbow.
Exactly.
So here comes this song, Let Your Love Slow You Down, to savor, to breathe deeply. I love those moments. I think I have to be somewhere really quickly, and actually I don't. I need to savor. This next song is coming back into the beautiful. language of these lands. And I want to acknowledge that this stone church that has been here since the 1800s, these stones know this language. These stones have heard this language for more than 100 years. And so we're actually coming in to join something that is already alive and reverberating here. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Like it's already here. So we're coming into something with deep gratitude and love that is alive in this wood. This wood has probably been here from the very beginning too. I don't know if you felt these pews, they're like immovable. So this is only 2 words other than what we're giving our love and our gratitude to. And it's a song of love and gratitude. So aloha. Aloha. Mahalo. Mahalo. That's the entire song. Our love and our gratitude. And in between each of those, we're going to put what we're giving our love and our gratitude to, or with. And so the very first one that was shared earlier was the kupuna, our elders. So we're going to sing aloha kupuna, mahalo. And we'll sing that again. And then something else. Oh, well, we'll finish with that. Pohaku, the stones. Let's sing our love and our mahalos for the pohaku. Others? Mahina. The moon, mahina. So then we'll sing our love and our gratitude to mahina. And there might be other things that happen. But we'll start with the kupuna, our wisdom ancestors, elders. And then we'll go to the stones, pohaku. And then we'll go to mahina, up in the sky. And we'll finish with ohana. being with us today. We did a concert here in 2019, the day before the world went, before the big lockdown. It was literally March 14th. We were in this church singing like this, the whole beautiful group of Ohana. And the next day on the 15th, everything like, we got it in there. And so now we get to come back to this space that was literally the last place that we did a concert like this, the day before the whole world changed. So this next song, all of these songs are prayers that we send out into the world, but this next song is very specific. What I'm going to invite is spoken word prayers as we go through this song. So we're going to sing this song a few times first, so that you can get the feeling of it, because you'll probably want to sing it to send the prayers out. And the words are this: may these prayers fly with the wind.
May these prayers fly with the wind.
Go where you need to be.
Go where you need to be.
So speak directly to them. Go where you need to be. Who knows where these prayers need to go? And that's the entire chant. So we're going to sing it for you a few times and then sing it with us if you feel moved. And then we'll have a little pause moment in between the rounds where we invite spoken word prayers. And I invite a little moment of breath after a prayer comes. So say someone over here offers a prayer. Just take a little breath. And then another prayer, a little breath, another prayer. Maybe about 3 prayers, and then we'll send those out. And then we'll invite more prayers, and we'll send those out. So we're going to go through several rounds of this. May these prayers fly with the wind. Protect the cake. For the homeless.
Disabled.
The disabled. May these prayers fly.
May these prayers fly with the wind. Go where you need to be. May these prayers fly with the wind. Go where you need to be.
All those leaving their bodies.
To the women in Iran.
Women in Iran. Thank you.
The people of Ukraine.
People of Ukraine.
Hungry.
The hungry.
Those in pain.
Those in pain. And with people in Ukraine, I'd also like to send these prayers to the people who are going into that land, the Russians that are going into that land. May these prayers also find their hearts. May these prayers.
May these prayers fly with the wind. Go where you need to be.
addicted.
drug addicted, those grieving. Ooh, that's pretty much the whole world, probably. May these prayers fly.
These prayers fly with the wind, go where you need to be. May these prayers fly with the wind, go where you need to be. May these prayers fly with the wind, go where you need to be. May these prayers fly with the wind, go where you need to be.
There they go. And really, may they find where they need to be. We are at the end of our concert. This has been so amazing to come back to this. I'm grateful for life.
We're grateful for you.
Thank you. I'm grateful for this choir. So this last song, we come back, like the very beginning, we started with a song that was from 10 years ago, Sacred Earth. And now we go back to 10 years ago to close the concert with a song that came in the very, very beginning. And it's called Shine Your Light. And this is to send you all out into the world to shine your light, no matter what you face. And shine your light all around, in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine. Aho. What does your soul fire look like when it's shining? So here we go. Sing along if you don't move.
Let the whole
go with you. Even if you don't remember all the words, the feeling is what's most needed, yes, in the world. Blessed be.
Thank goodness.